Now to a story that is positively Colorado. A Purple Heart lost for decades is now back with the family of the Marine killed while serving in the Korean War. And it's all thanks to the leader of a local food bank who's on a mission to help. Our Diane Derby has the story.
I love to tell these positive and remarkable stories of the good things people in our community do. This one is about honoring the Marine who gave his life 7 decades ago and the daughter he never got to meet.
He was killed May 29th, 1951.
Janice Kaler never got to meet her hero dad, Private First Class David Beltz. The 19-year-old Marine was killed in Korea when her mom was pregnant with her. Her parents were married just 4 months before.
I guess my dad was just so kind, and he was a little goofball, joking around. That's, I guess, where I get my sense of humor at. And she was so kind and quiet and everything. And then they got together, they got married, and here I am.
Her father was awarded the Purple Heart, a medal given to military wounded or killed in action. Years later, she says it was stolen.
And I tried to get it back, but I couldn't. And I just figured it was gone for good.
Not once Grant Winger got his hands on it. He's the executive director of the Colorado Springs-based nonprofit Fresh Start Center. A client of their food pantry recently turned it over to him, wanting to figure out who it belonged to.
People come here for all sorts of different needs, but when this one came up, it was just so different and intriguing that it was a different challenge. That was going to be fun to go through and see how we get this back to where it was supposed to be.
Winger made some calls and searched the internet, coming across this article about a Marine with the same name on the back of the medal.
I just reached out to the author of that article and saying, hey, it sounds like you may know the people that, are in this family. Could you put me in contact with the daughter? And she said, well, that's my sister. So I said, that's perfect. I've got something for her. I've actually got her dad's Purple Heart.
I'm so grateful to get it back, and I really feel God did have a hand in this.
Turns out Kaler's son, Donald Miracle, has one too, and a Bronze Star. The former Army Staff Sergeant was deployed in Iraq when the infantry tank he was riding in drove over an IED. So now in your family you have 2 Purple Hearts. I'm looking at one of them. The other one is in heaven. That's pretty amazing.
I'm a Gold Star member and a Blue Star, thank God. He came home.
I'm a fortunate one, that I'm back here, but a lot of people never came back.
People like Private Beltz, who gave his life for the country he loved.
I'm ready to go to heaven whenever the Lord is ready. I'm not going to be upset because I want to meet my dad.
Their family has deep ties to the military. Jan's cousins were at her father's funeral. Both of them were so impacted by his death, they eventually decided to go into the Marines. Remember, if you or someone you know is doing something positive in our community, we want to know about it. Just send an email to positivelycolorado@KOAA.com.
Thanks, Diane. And by the way, Janice's dad, Private Beltz, died 71 years ago today on May the 29th of 1951.